A look of joy appeared upon the woman's face. "Ah," said she, with evident satisfaction, "Mr. Hyde is in trouble. What has he done?" Mr. Utterson and the inspector exchanged glances. "He doesn't seem a very popular character," said the inspector. "And now, my good woman, just let me and this gentleman have a look about us." In the whole extent of the house, which but for the old woman remained otherwise empty, Mr. Hyde had used only a couple of rooms, but these were furnished in the best of taste. There was a well-stocked wine cupboard, the plate was of silver, a good picture hung upon the walls, a gift, as Utterson supposed, from Henry Jekyll, who had a fine feeling for such things, and the carpets were of the finest quality. At this moment, however, the rooms bore every mark of having been turned upside down. Clothes lay about the floor with their pockets inside out, drawers stood pulled open, and in the fireplace there lay a pile of grey ashes, as though many papers had been burned. From these ashes the inspector dug out the stub end of a green cheque-book, which had resisted the action of the fire. The other half of the stick was found behind the door, and as this turned suspicion into a certain fact, the officer declared himself delighted. A visit to the bank, where several £1,000s were found to be lying in the murderer's name, completed his satisfaction. "You may depend on it, sir," he told Mr. Utterson. "I have him in my hand. He must have lost his head, or he never would have left the stick, or, above all, burned the cheque-book. Why, money is life to the man. We have nothing to do but wait for him at the bank, and seize him when he arrives." This last, however, was easier said than done. Mr. Hyde did not appear at the bank. He had few friends. Even the employer of the maidservant had only seen him twice. His family could nowhere be found. He had never been photographed, and the few who could describe him held very different opinions as to his looks. Only on one point were they agreed. That was the odd way in which Hyde gave the sense of being deformed. This was something that had struck them all.